Hello and welcome. This is rooflemonger, my friends. Here we are with another glitch-based video. A while back on the channel, we made a video on some of the greatest glitches of fighting game history, and I said in that video, you know what, I could probably make a whole video just on King of Fighters glitches. And you know what? Hey, here we are. It is now officially the 30th anniversary of the King of Fighters, so I figure in an odd way around about doing it, this is a celebration of KOF. The other video will be linked in the video description if you want to check that out, as there is some other KOF glitches there. But let's showcase some of the famous and fun glitches of King of Fighters history. So the first glitch we're going to start with is a classic. In fact, it sort of became a feature rather than a bug over the years, as we're playing King of Fighters 98, and even in later editions of KOF 98, where many bugs were fixed, this one was left in. And that is the unblockable projectile bug. And this can be done by many characters. So to start off here, we'll just set guard on, right? So Mai here is now going to block everything, as well she should. Simple enough, right? Now I'm going to toss out a projectile, and she's not going to block it. She got hit. What's going on with that, right? Well, many characters with a projectile and specific moves can make their projectile unblockable. Like, you just gotta eat crap. Some moves just simply have the property, while the move is happening, you're not allowed to block. So for Athena, that's her teleport. And normally, it doesn't really matter if you could block because she's not attacking, right? But she's allowed to teleport right before her projectile hits, it's still on screen, right? So even though Mai is blocking, and see here, she's blocking as soon as the projectile goes live. If I teleport, it removes her ability to block. Quite a few characters have this kind of property, say Hydern, right? He has a charge back hit forward fireball, and you have nice and slow or quick and fast. And if it's nice and slow, and you can see here, Mai is set to guard everything, right? If you have it nice and slow, and you do his command grab before it connects, well then, I can't block. It's set as an unblockable attack, and therefore it just removes your ability to block while it's on screen. And that means if a fireball's on screen, you can't block the fireball. And it works this way for quite a few characters. Like, say an example here with EX Yuri. So Yuri has all sorts of fireballs, and she has a command grab as well, and she can abuse this glitch. And she can do it in a pretty fun way. So say I hit you with her super fireball, right? And as you're in the animation, I can do another one, and it can hit very meaty. However, of course, naturally, you can block, right? If I set this to block, Mai wakes up and blocks it. But if I do that because it's hitting meaty, right, I have enough time to sneak in that command grab, which I'll obviously whiff, but it'll remove your ability to block, and therefore, you're going to wake up right into that fireball. All right, so here we are. We're going to do the meaty. She's set to guard everything now, and she got hit. She's set to guard everything, but she got hit because the command grab was on the screen, and therefore her ability to block is just removed. Simple as that. Once again, this is definitely a glitch, but it's a glitch that got graduated into actual gameplay. So, if you're a character that can use this, like Yuri, EX Yuri, Takuma, Iori, some of the examples we have here, great, but if not, you better learn. It's a little messed up, I guess, but hey, that's fighting games. Now, for our next glitch, we're going to be at King of Fighters 98 again, although this is very common in King of Fighters. This is in a lot of different games, as we'll show, but just to start off, this is a glitch basically where you make yourself not level on the same plane as the enemy. You will be floating above them. So here, against Goro and a few other characters, if we do Shermie's grab super, after the super is complete, I am now higher up off the ground than I was before. And this means certain things, like say if I attack you because I'm no longer level anymore, there's no more pushback. And now that I'm on a higher plane and there's no more pushback, well, if there's no pushback, that means I never have to stop hitting jab, and effectively my attacks are an infinite. And yeah, it's kind of busted now, isn't it? This, unlike say the previous fireball glitch we talked about, was patched out in later revisions KOF 98. But you can't exactly escape it. You will find this in many KOF games. Now, how this changes from game to game is different. So King of Fighters 2003 with June, he has a command normal just down B in the air. And if you hit it and then you do your roll, it just lets you roll in the middle of the air. And there you go. You're flying in the air, right? So this is the same idea as the Shiranui glitch. And once again, this is in so many other games. This glitch persists throughout everything, right? How you do it is different game to game, but it always keeps appearing. And it usually leads to infinite combos. Generally, you got to get the enemy in the corner. And sometimes you can be so high up you actually can't even hit him. But as long as you're close enough to hit him with like some kind of light attack, then that usually will lead to some kind of infinite combo. So this persists throughout all the years. It's a very common KOF-ism. You know, at least KOF 14, 15, the more modern games, I don't think you can do it anymore. But yeah, this has always been a fun one. Now, let's do another fun one here with that same style of glitch, although it's going to be a bit more sassy. If you watched the previous video, and you should, it's in the video description, we covered the infamous Gambit glitch in Marvel vs. Capcom 2. And Mai has the Gambit glitch before it was ever really a thing, so let's cover it. So one of the things, this is King of Fighters 98, Mai has a wall jump. And, you know, agile ninja character has wall jump. It's how it is in a lot of fighting games, right? Nothing new. The thing about her that's odd is she'll always wall jump in the corner. Like, if I just jump forward while I'm in the corner, it actually counts as the wall jump. Like, the animation will begin, even though I'm grounded. It's just a little particular thing. But it leads to this exact glitch. So we're going to do like before, where we're going to change our elevation. We're going to basically wall jump in the corner, and we're going to cancel that first frame into the projectile, and it'll make us unlevel with the rest of the stage. So there we go. It's small, but it's there, and same deal as before, like, causes no pushback on normals, like all that kind of stuff, right? The difference is we're going to use this to ascend to the heavens. When you are kind of unlevel, you count as airborne. So if I hit down A, she'll try to do her jump down A, right? And that's fine, but we're going to use this in a combination of factors, and we're going to go to space. So first, make ourselves unlevel. All we have to do is just be by the corner. We do a wall jump, and we cancel the wall jump first frame into projectile. And there we go. It's small, but we're already on level. And then, well, the magic happens. And away we go. So when we roll, we basically are going to follow the ground again. We're going to level. You know, the game's going to fix itself. And before we do that, we do our air command normal. And then she just goes flying off the stage. And yes, just like the Gambit glitch, if you have any kind of health lead, well, then you win the match. Simple as that, right? Now, granted, admittedly, like in a real life scenario, real match scenario, this is harder to do in a real match than the Gambit glitch. There's quite a few particulars, and the timing is quite strict, whereas the Gambit glitch is very forgiving, but still, it's a fun little ditty. But hey, forward or backwards, if you want to send Mai to space, it's a fun thing to try out. You know, try it out for yourself if you want to boot up some KOF 98. But yeah, Mai traveling off into space. We'll see her when she launches in Street Fighter 6. For our next glitch, let's head over to King of Fighters 96. Terry, hey, just like Mai, right? Terry's about to go to Street Fighter 6. Mai went off to space. Terry, let's run the Street Fighter 6. Terry, no, that's not the right way, Terry. What are you doing? You're running backwards. Well, funnily enough, actually, this is just a very easy glitch to do, and literally every character in the game can do it. So running backwards, while very silly, all you have to do to pull this off in KOF 96 is just run forward, and while you're running, just jump backwards. And then right before you, like, you know, your pre-jump frames end, you're still on the ground, just hit forward again, and then you just start running backwards. Once again here, everyone in the game can run backwards. It's a silly little trick. It looks odd. It's not really a game breaker or nothing, but it's fun, it's silly, so that's why it's in the video. And the last bug I would like to highlight is the task over bug. And this is throughout many iterations of King of Fighters. What is task over? Well, it's when KOF says, nah, we ain't doing this anymore. There's a lot of ways to trigger it. It's basically just overriding the memory of the game. Just putting too much in the buffer, I guess. I don't know the technicalities of it, but the game don't like it. And when it happens, that's it. The game says, no, peace out, we're done. We're ending the game right here, right now. So this is an easy example in King of Fighters 99. So I'll give you another example here with Bao in King of Fighters 99. Once again, it's just putting so much stuff on the screen, the game just says, no, it's too much, we're ending it. So we're going to be Bao. You need his low health Desperation Super. That's just a big projectile toss. And this game, if you don't know King of Fighters, this is the game with strikers, which is basically assist calls, which is, well, they didn't really go back to it. Let's put it that way, right? But still, the strikers, if we call Iori here at the right time, and given the nature of the super, we're going to actually call him twice, and then there's going to be so much graphics on screen, the game says, no more, I'm done. And yeah, just, the game's like, no, this is too much at once, task over, and that's it. There's a lot of examples of this over the years. There's so many ways to do this over the various King of Fighters games. Some are incredibly elaborate, and they usually wind up like causing visual effects in the game to start going crazy. Like things like the character select screen can overlay on the actual battle that's going on in the match. Regardless, though, they all crash the game. This is basically a limit of the technology of the time. And as we got on later years, you know, technology gets better. We don't really find this problem anymore. But this is a classic issue with the King of Fighters games. And there you have it. So that's just some examples. There's a million task over glitches. There's a million different ways for like, you to like unlevel yourself with the plane of fighting over the years. So I just want to give a few examples. Generally speaking, in modern times, KOF is pretty good about the glitches, at least compared to the older games, but there's certainly some stuff there, so I hope you enjoyed just a brief look at what's possible. We are now officially in the King of Fighters 30th anniversary, 30 years of KOF, that's pretty cool. We got some goodies with some more DLC for KOF 15 later in the year, looking forward to that. And I guess we'll see what the future has for the franchise and SNK in general. 30 years now, 30 more years in the future, let's go for it. And of course, look forward to that Terry Bogard and Mai Shiranui DLC, right? We are in the era of Bogardification after all, right? That said though, that is the end of the video. So thank you very much for watching. Hope this video has found you well, and go out and play some King of Fighters.
Love